Tonight on Newsbeat, Russian hackers affect the production of the LSU Daily Reveille.
An LSU student is using her apartment as more than just a study space.
And sports professionals lend their expertise to help Manship School students.
All that and more. Newsbeat starts right now. Good evening, Tigers, and welcome to Newsbeat. I'm Madeline Adams.
And I'm Matt Houston. Thank you for joining us. A man was found shot near campus this morning. Authorities say he is not an LSU student, nor is he affiliated with the university. Tiger TV reporter Nadine Abusada joins us live near the lake with the details.
Thanks, Matt. A man was found shot in the neck early this morning along these lakes right across from where I was standing. He was shot a few blocks away from Old South Baton Rouge and appeared to have driven to the lakes where his body was found. The lakes are near the intersection of May and East Lakeshore and is next to a busy parking lot where lots of runners will park their cars before heading to the tracks. According to the police, the victim is in stable condition. Reporting to you live from the LSU Lakes, I'm Nadine Abusada, Tiger TV. Back to you guys.
You may have noticed a lot of empty Reveille racks today. That's because LSU Daily Reveille was unable to print their paper today due to Russian hackers. The company the newspaper uses to publish the Reveille works with Microsoft, and the hackers exploited the flaws in Microsoft Windows. The Daily Reveille plans to have their paper printed by tomorrow.
Pro athletes, sports reporters, and other team executives made an appearance at the Manship School today for the 2016 Sports Communications Summit. NCAA President Mark Emmert and Fox Sports announcer Tim Brando were the two keynote speakers. And Summit also brought those who started their careers at Tiger TV, like Kelsey Winger.
Going, Kelsey?
It's going well.
So tell me, you started at Tiger TV and you're living the dream that we all dream of living. Tell me about that transition from Tiger TV to the real world.
I think the biggest thing with Tiger TV was learning what it's like to be reading off of a teleprompter, seeing that red light turn on, and them counting you down from 3, 2, and pointing at you, and that rush.
Being invited to take part in a panel at the journalism building, and a building that I walked in numerous times to go to classes and also numerous times to not go to class, is a blessing. And the kids in there, the things that we're bringing now and the way that the media is changing now is definitely something that needs to be updated, and definitely something that we can bring back and show them what's the difference.
Being truthful with answers, being willing to do interviews, doing things, obviously TV, radio, post-game interviews, being available, learning how to answer questions, learning how to answer them in a manner that the reporter is looking for rather than making them repeat questions.
We're one of the best athletic universities in the country. I mean, the opportunities are endless at LSU. So being able to parlay what I did as a student into my career in TV and online and all the other things I did before coming back was really helpful.
Somebody up there has some things in mind that maybe you don't realize. But again, you have to be prepared for those opportunities when they come your way. Choices and decisions that come at crucial times in your life, you got to be willing to live with those. Don't look back.
There will be an opportunity for students interested in sports media to mingle with today's professional panelists from 6 to 7:30 p.m.
Owning your own business is hard on its own, but imagine having to run it from the closet of your college apartment. Tiger TV's Michaela Morgan got an inside look into the life of one LSU student entrepreneur. Take a look.
Owning a successful online jewelry business may seem glamorous, but how about managing it from the closet of your college apartment?
So my mom was a jewelry designer herself. She kind of makes jewelry. Started jump rings and kind of more metal pieces. And my dad was an entrepreneur, and he always is trying to get me to make my own business.
What started off as a pastime hobby for LSU junior Marissa Ware quickly turned into a highly successful business ran completely out of her bedroom.
I started making the beaded chokers, and I think that is when I blew up on campus.
But beyond commercial success, her jewelry business brought her something that money simply can't buy.
Me and my mom, we're not really common, I guess. Like I'm a daddy's girl, like 100%. So once me and my mom started making this jewelry together, it was like a huge bonding experience, and it was great to just have that time with her. And she just loves teaching me what she knows about jewelry.
And although balancing school and business can be quite the handful, Marissa says this crazy ride is one she doesn't want to end anytime soon. Michaela Morgan, Tiger TV.
To buy one of Gio by Riss's jewelry pieces, you can visit her website at geobyriss.com.
Uber announced a major app update with several new features on the way. The ride-sharing app's update is intended to make the process of requesting a ride and getting picked up faster. Soon you'll be able to request a ride directly to a friend, no need to know their location. By typing one of your contact names into Uber's Where To option, Uber asks the friend for approval to share their whereabouts. The driver then takes you straight to your friend. Riders will also be able to link their device's calendar to the app for Uber to suggest destinations to future events and pick up areas for the quickest route. The update will also make information like vehicle options and pricing readily available. The features will roll out gradually for iOS and Android users in the coming weeks.
Well, Apple is hoping texters and messengers will feel some modern love for its new line of emojis. The story coming up. Apple is making some changes to its emoji characters. The new batch of emojis released this week includes one honoring the late David Bowie. Bowie's emoji includes both male and female versions of the gender-blending pop star. Also among the new batch, female judges, teachers, firefighters, astronauts, and plumbers. Previous series mostly depicted women as painting their nails and dancing salsa, while detectives, police officers, and surfers were all exclusively male. The release follows a big push by Google to promote gender equality through its emojis. Google said in May it wanted its new range of professional women pictograms to promote the diversity of women's careers and combat sexism.
When we come back, Game 7 of the World Series is tonight, and fans are getting anxious as history is in the making.
We'll give you all the details about the game right after the break.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me, yeah. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me. Ooh, and I'm feeling good.
It's all on the line in Cleveland tonight. The Cubs brought their bats and struck early on their way to a 9-3 rout of the Indians last night. Now, Game 7 of this history-making World Series is just hours away. CNN's Karen Kaifa is at the ballpark.
Game that players dream about from Little League onward. Game 7 here tonight in Cleveland. Winner take all and the apex of a World Series that's really been won for the ages. No matter who wins here tonight, a very long streak is about to be broken. Now, the Cubs fans who made the trek here to Cleveland to support their team were rewarded with a 9-3 win last night. The Cubs struck early, building a 7-0 lead on an Addison Russell grand slam and leaving the home crowd very quiet. The Cubs have now clawed back from a 3-1 deficit in this series to tie things up. Ticket prices for this deciding game have absolutely soared. Even some of your nosebleed seats going on StubHub in excess of $1,200, $1,300. Both teams have waited a very long time for this moment. The Cubs since 1908, the Indians since 1948. And while they don't want to jinx it with a potential victory this close, both sides are already envisioning what it might be like to wake up tomorrow as World Series champions. Neither of these teams has had much luck with a Game 7. In their last appearance in 1945, the Cubs dropped the game to the Tigers. In 1997, the Indians blew a ninth-inning lead to the Marlins and saw their title hopes slip away. In Cleveland, I'm Karen Kafa.
And baseball fans are not the only ones anticipating the final game of the World Series tonight. So are the presidential candidates. Both their campaigns recognize that Game 7 represents the greatest single collection of eyeballs between now and Election Day. So Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are buying last-minute ads to run during Game 7 of the championship series. Trump's campaign has booked 3 commercial spots on the nationwide broadcast of the Cubs-Indians matchup. Clinton's campaign has reportedly booked 4 spots. The market price for an ad during the game exceeds $500,000, but the campaigns will be paying less. That's because broadcasters are legally required to give candidates the lowest unit rate for ad time in the weeks before an election. Fox expects Game 7 to be the network's most watched MLB game in 15 years. Media observers are predicting a ballpark audience of about 30 million viewers. And after the break, we'll tell you where you can get some free dinner tonight.
I know everybody loves some free food, so stay tuned.
That's me as a state trooper almost 30 years ago. Today I'm Colonel Mike Edmondson, and our message is clear. Don't drive impaired, and always wear your seatbelt.
Why ride with someone who's impaired? Be safe, be smart. I'm Commissioner Troy Ebert. This year, make safety your priority.
Stolen in Game 1 of the World Series means free tacos at Taco Bell tonight. It's the fast food chain Steal a Base, Steal a Taco promotion. Cleveland Indians shortstop Francisco Lindor stole second in the bottom of the first inning in last week's win over the Chicago Cubs. Get your free Doritos Locos Taco on November 2nd from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. local time. You've got almost enough time to get over there if you go now. So maybe if we're really lucky, we'll get us some tacos tonight, and then the Cubs might win.
Yes, I think so too. The tacos are definitely yes, but I don't know about that excuse. I think we may have more luck with the tacos.
We'll work on it. That is all the time we have for this evening.
For more news, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.